resistance is a cauldron of pressure, and that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Commodores will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's right.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boots his first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. Now, and I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Commodores will try to pick it up on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Result of play is a turnover on down.
Makes the quick grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Fowler. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
When you come out and the run game works right away, everybody gets confidence, everybody's happy, and the whole playbook now is open for everybody to use.
The Commodores come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Carter. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll throw on third and short. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the... They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one.
First and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. Mix mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness. And
there he goes. Spinderella. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Dropping back, it's Knight. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Jordan. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Card in the backfield. It's Ferguson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Fights off a defender. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The Sooners have it with a first and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him recently.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And this guy just oozing confidence as a signal caller. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
To the air, it's Knight. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the lead.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Commodores come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
He's marked down.
and I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Commodores are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, baby.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for space. It's Lewis. Can't get him to the ground. At the 35, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback, and when he throws it, they'll break on it. gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Quick strike complete. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's in open space downfield. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Now they're really starting to threaten it. Up the first down at the 34-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Fowler. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're at their fastest adjust his tempo trying to get off this third down play. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And they're going to try to convert on fourth down, 1 for 2 so far today. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Back to throw, it's Knight. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Trying play action. With the catch, it's Jordan. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Sooners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sooners! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. scraping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. He wants to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who looked less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Down Commodores.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go, sack.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he had just enough to will that one home. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Lewis. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's the pressure. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one match,
Breaks into the open. 5 finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker. And Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen,
intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do.